Well, hello, Las Vegas. It's Monique Buchanan, the host of the Welcome Home with Monique show, your local Las Vegas realtor. And listen, I've got something to admit to you guys. The last two shows were actually reruns, you guys. So it's my first time back in about 2 weeks. I was out of town. You know, you guys know that I have a team in Atlanta, Georgia, that can service any of your needs in the whole state of Georgia. In fact, pretty much throughout the whole South. You know, that's where my immediate team is. And then, of course, my brokerage, we touch over 18 countries. So anyways, I was actually in Atlanta looking at some property for an investor client. He is looking to build a luxury home right there along Lake Hartwell. You guys, if you're not familiar, Lake Hartwell is I think it is the largest lake actually in Georgia, but half of it is in South Carolina. They have a lot of the fishing tournaments there. It's a beautiful lake, but I'll be honest with you, the range in price for homes the land right there along Lake Hartwell is just mind-blowing. So since I went down there and started talking to one of my, colleagues right there, she actually works the Lake Hartwell area. So she was telling me that you can even get land right there in the subdivision of the Lake Hartwell estates for as little as $20,000 for a 12,000 square foot lot. And yes, you can walk to the lake. Mind you, that's not right on the water. They do have on the water properties as well. But you can get something butted up to the water of the lake for as little as, $60,000. She was showing me all the different properties because after looking for my client, we've already, decided that he wants one it was 18 acres and they were selling it for $500,000 and 10 of the acres is alongside the actual lake. So that's lakeside. Isn't that amazing? And so he's going to build a luxury home there. So I went out there to scout it out. He told me what he was interested in. I reached out to my connects out there in Georgia. Like I said, I tell you guys all the time, we just sold a house in Florida, and it was through KUMV. It was a KUMV listener. And he wanted to buy in Florida, Ocala, which I had never even heard of. But guess what? My reach is very far. So he didn't want to go out there blind and not, at least have me overlooking the deal or at least have hands on it somewhat and guide him. So he was so happy. We closed on that house last month. I'm sure you guys heard me talk about it. Same thing with this client. He says, hey, Monique, I want to build a luxury home and I want to be in Georgia, and I want to have lakeside, property. I said, okay, fine. Let me look into this for you. Found some great options for him. And he's leaning towards taking that 18-acre property with 10 acres of it along the water. It's going to be beautiful. So once again, guys, if you ever have any, hankering to move outside of Las Vegas or out of the state of Nevada, don't worry. I still can assist you. Me and my team can definitely assist you, get you in the right hands and get you going on that property wherever it may be, okay? I want to give a quick shout out to my husband. Happy 40th, babe. Yeah, I'll put him on blast. Happy 40th, Hanky Doodle. That's his name is Henry. I know he's going to kill me for saying that, but happy birthday, dear. And I love you so much. And I'm so happy that we have such a beautiful family and that you have finally joined the 40s Club. Anyways, happy birthday, Hank. His birthday was this last Thursday. So, okay, guys, let's jump on into it. Now, you guys know that you'll jump on the show and you'll hear me talking to buyers quite a bit. And then you'll hear me also talking to my sellers, my listing clients. That's because just like the stock market, the real estate market changes all the time. It sways one way to a buyer's market, then it'll sway on over to a seller's market. Well, we are in a very unique situation, okay? The reason being is that we are at an all-time low when it comes to inventory. Did you know that 1 out of every 10 homes is owned by an investor? And did you know that they're sitting on the property and they're not selling? So that contributes, a great bit to why we are in such a shortage of homes here in Las Vegas, because sellers know that they're going to eventually make money on the purchase of these homes that they're buying. They're snatching them up left and right, at least, especially last summer. sellers were buying like crazy here in Las Vegas. I mean, we've got the NBA coming. We already have the football team. We have so much, new things that are happening here in Las Vegas. Our property values will continue to rise. You know what I mean? They're down a little bit now, of course, because the feds have raised the rates, but our property values are really going to rise. And so the investor knows that. So what are they doing? They're sitting. What do they say? You don't wait to buy real estate. You buy real estate and wait. So that's what the savvy investors are doing. But unfortunately, or fortunately for my potential, sellers, that is causing a serious shortage in homes for sale. So we still have buyers out there, you guys. We have plenty of buyers, especially in a certain price point. $500,000 or less. They're staying on the market now 30 days or less in many cases, because they're having multiple offers. Because the majority of people right now that are being approved for homes, even if they're approved for $600,000, they're saying, hey, I don't want my payment to go over maybe $4,000 a month or, $3,500 a month. So that's bringing them under that $500,000 price point. Okay. So that is why that is a very hot price point right now. So if you have been considering at all previously about selling your property, listing your property, I am running a special for my KUMV listeners. My office is offering a discounted success fee. Why do we call it a success fee? Because we do not get paid that success fee until we have successfully sold your home. Okay, guys, and it's a discounted rate of 5%, okay, to list your property. That takes care of both agents. So yes, that is definitely a discounted rate. And picture this, your home showcased to thousands of potential buyers right here on FM 91.5 KUMV, Jazz and More, right? So that's, the radio marketing power, it will reach every corner of the city and it'll maximize your chances of a successful sale. Not any other agents can pretty much say that. Maybe they have a podcast, but that's not reaching the same amount of people that this radio station reaches per week. I've heard that it's up to 100,000 people per week that this radio station has listening. So thank you, KUMV listeners. But yes, I want to show you some love. My office is letting me do this. So 5% listings right now. Okay, we're running that special if you've been thinking about listing. And also, it's going to bring some more inventory onto the market because we have plenty of buyers right now that are having such a hard time finding inventory. Let me just give you some numbers. If you right now have a 4-bedroom home, did you know that there's only 1,200 for sale in the entire city? That's Las Vegas, that's Boulder City, that's Henderson, that's all the whole valley. There's only 1,200 4-bedroom homes. And I didn't even put in a price, you guys. Okay, so if I put in a price, it's going to go way down. But right now, in total, 4 bedrooms for sale, there's only 1,200. Just to give you some idea, if that 4-bedroom house you're thinking about selling has a pool, there's only 400 in the whole Las Vegas Valley that have a pool. 400 homes. And there are a total of 1,000 homes in the whole Las Vegas Valley, you guys. A total. I didn't put any bedroom size. I didn't put any price point. Just period. 1,000 homes in the whole city that have a pool. So imagine if you have a pool, how many people will be fighting over your home because it's 185 degrees outside. No, but seriously, I'm about to list a property. It's going to be coming soon. And it does have a pool. It's in the Centennial Hills area. And as I'm running the comp and looking, at the comparables, homes around, I noticed that there are no other homes like this property within a 3-mile radius. Now, how many offers do you think I'm going to get on this property? A lot of offers, you guys. So just keep that in mind. If you've been thinking about listing your property, I could not think of a better time to list your property. Even if you are over that 500,000 mark, there's a shortage of homes all the way around, you guys. So as long as, you've got it listed, nothing too crazy, you should be getting offers on your home and we should be getting it sold quickly and for $top dollar right now. How long will this last? I really could not tell you, but we are running a special Remember that the offer is running it special, 5%. That's a discount. That discount, let me just share this with you. On average, that's saving my clients at least $4,000 on average or more, depending on the property's price point. So typically at least $4,000 that saving of listing it for 5%. That's saving you thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars we're saving you. So, and why are we doing that? For one, of course, we want the business, but for two, we need inventory. My fellow agents need inventory. We have the buyers. We just don't have the homes for sale. There's just not that much out there for sale right now. Okay, so these buyers are savvy. They've been jumping on it. They're buying right now and they're holding on to it just like the investors. And instead of, selling later, they're either going to sell later or they're going to refinance once the feds drop those rates again, which they are predicting next year. They're going to be lowering the rates. That's the prediction. So that's what's going on, you guys. A lot of buyers out there are trying to buy as much as they can and, get into a home while they can. Because they are also predicting that the feds will raise the rates a couple more times this year. So if they're going to go ahead and buy now, they're going to buy and just hold it and refi. And like I said, the investors they've already bought many of them and they're still buying and they're just going to hold it as well and let the appreciation rise as well as sell it maybe down the road. But that's what their plans are. So very little inventory. And like I said, my office is running that 5% listing special, which on average is going to save you around $4,000 or more on listing your home. Okay, so let's just go over the simple steps. And if you're just tuning in, this is Monique Buchanan. I am the host of the Welcome Home with Monique show. You can reach me at 702-984-3700. Again, that number is 702-984-3700. You can reach me also on my website, welcomehomewithmonique.com. You can also find me on YouTube under Welcome Home with Monique, okay? So you can get a hold of me any which way you so choose, and we will get that discount to you, get your home listed, and get it sold, okay? So let's jump back into the process of the home selling process. Here's just the basic steps, you guys. You're going to reach out. We're going to get your information, your address. We're going to do our due diligence on the property. Okay, that includes comping the property, seeing if there's any liens on the property. We'll touch bases with our title company. And then we're going to schedule a listing appointment with you. This will take only 30 minutes to possibly an hour. We'll come over, we'll go over the comps with you. We'll talk about any repairs that are needed, anything that might be flagged by the appraiser. We'll talk about staging if that's something that needs to happen. We'll go over the offer process, okay? Because not everybody wants the highest offer. Some sellers say, hey, Monique, you know what? I'll pass on the highest offer if the buyer is willing to let me do what's called a post-possession, rent my own house from them after I've sold. That way I can secure the funds and I can comfortably transition into my next home. Or maybe my seller is buying another home with me. So maybe we bought a brand new home, or that's why they're selling. They want to sell the property to buy a brand new home and take advantage of the brand new home concessions that they're giving out right now. They're giving out a lot of, great incentives right now, the brand new home builders. You've got all these new home builders that are paying your closing cost. They're putting the upgrades in the home free of charge from you, for you. Remember, don't go into a brand new home without me to throw that out there before you guys start Googling, ooh, what are they doing? So that happens when your realtor walks in with you. We negotiate these things for you. So maybe my seller has walked in with me to the brand new homes. That's what our plan was. We'll go ahead and list the property. Then we'll go look at brand new homes. And now you need what's called a post-possession. That way my seller can, secure the funds. Maybe they're going to make $250,000 on the sale. So they get that $250 in their hand, and then they need to stay in the home for maybe a month or two while they're waiting for their new home to be available. We can do that. These are things that I can negotiate and get done for you. I do them all the time. My office does them all the time, and we can do that for you. So not every seller wants the highest price. Sometimes they'll say, you know what, I'll take that lower price offer, Mo, because they're willing to let me stay here for a couple months. free of charge. Well, there you go. All right, we'll go over the escrow process. You'll get to meet me, see that I'm a real person and just see, and so I can really sit down with you, go over everything, and then we can get it listed and get you going. All right, so realtors, we typically will pay the marketing cost. Okay, so that's something that my office would take on, and we would pay your marketing costs. Okay, we'll get you out there. Like we talked about the radio platform. You're not going to pay me extra for that. No. In fact, you're not going to give me a dime until the successful sale, remember, of your property. So at the very end of things, that's when that success fee is finally applied. Now, sellers typically do have a very small upfront cost when they're selling a property. The upfront cost is if they live in an HOA, you'll be required to pay the resale package. Depending on the HOA, that can be anywhere from $300 to $700, or maybe a little bit more. It's a very minute cost typically, but yes, that's pretty much the only seller's upfront cost that they would have to come out of their pocket with. Because like I said, I pay for the marketing, and we're giving you a discount, a savings of typically on average, I should say, instead of typically, on average, $4,000, you guys. I do this all the time for my KUMB listeners. I've been doing this for years for my KUMB listeners when they list their homes with me. So if you know anybody that's thinking about listing their property, hey, my number is 702-984-3700. I'm pretty sure they won't be mad that you just saved them thousands of dollars. All right. And another thing that I personally don't do, many companies they charge a fee. They call it a transaction fee, or they call it a broker's fee. On average, those range from $595 all the way up to $1,000 on top of the other fees. I don't do that. I don't do junk fees. I don't charge you extra stuff. When it comes time to list your property, I am not going to charge you that fee. Okay. So no, we're not charging that fee. I'm waiving that fee, and I'm going to pay that fee for you. My brokerage charges a fee, but I will take care of that for you. Okay. I told you I'm running this special right now. I don't know how long this will last. So once again, 702-984-3700. And we will help you get that property listed and sold, because we have many buyers right now as well. All right, if you're just jumping on, this is Monique Buchanan with the Welcome Home with Monique show. And I am just going over the Las Vegas market, including Henderson and Boulder City. We are in a terrible shortage of homes right now. So my company is running a special on listings, 5%, which is going to save you thousands on average for listing your property. All right. So if you're interested, 702-984-3700. And once again, 702-984-3700. Welcome home with Monique.com. You can jump on there and get a quick estimate of what your property is worth. Yes, there is a tab that you can get a home evaluation. All right. You can also message me from that website. You can direct message me from that website as well, you guys. Welcome home with Monique.com. All right. So let's talk a little bit about some listings that we do have within my office that I want to share with you. Is a 4-bedroom property with a pool. Like I just said, they're hard to come by. All right. This property is 2988 square feet. It's in the Southwest area. Once again, 4-bedroom, 4-bath. And yes, hard to find with a pool in the Southwest area. It is also a newer build. Okay. So that property is going for $835,000. If you're interested in that property, you can reach out 702-984-3700. All right. Now we're not going to stop there. We have another property also in the Southwest area. That one is 2484 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And it looks like it has a very large, long island, probably about 12 or 13 square feet, waterfall island. Okay. So this one's going for $774,000 as well. All right. So we have quite a few listings right now. And another one is $699,500, 2,500 square feet, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, and it is in the Henderson area. All right. So listen, we have the listings. All right. People are listing their properties. They're taking advantage of, the shortage of homes right now. And you see that yes, they are getting top dollar. Now, Our KUMV listeners also have some coming soons. Alrighty, one of them is completely remodeled. And here's the thing. When you have a property that, maybe you've lived in for 20 years, you can sell it as is in the current condition, or if you have, some money set aside or a HELOC, you can actually revamp the property. But you have to be careful. You have to have a professional guide you on that, because you can overdo it and not be able to recoup those funds. So depending on the area that you're in, what you want to do to the property, because there's, the appraiser at the end of the day is still going to have to look at the comps. All right. He's not going to give you dollar per dollar. So in other words, if you dumped $100,000 in this remodel and the last comp for that exact same floor plan was $300,000, and now you're asking $450,000, that's going to be a real stretch with the appraiser having to take in consideration that the last comp was $300,000. That's a huge jump. Although you're saying, well, I put $100,000. That's why you don't want to overcorrect. So you have to be guided by a professional on exactly where to spend the money, how much to put into it, what kind of materials, and things like that. But we have a coming soon that was guided. And let me tell you, it was worth every penny. So it is sitting on a 10,000 square foot lot corner. It's over by the, what is it, high school? The high school that I went to, you guys. I went to El Dorado. Hello. So El Dorado High School, corner lot. All right. And it has been completely remodeled from top to floor. All right. That property is going for $439,000. 3-bedroom. They spared no expense. It even has a 4-grade granite countertop, you guys. So once again, $439,000. That one will be coming to the market on the 21st or sooner. You can check it out right now. It is uploaded. So if you're looking on Zillow, you will see it. That is going to be available on the 21st. Okay. And then I have another property in the Northwest area, very close to the Veterans Hospital, the VA. That property is 1615 square feet, and it is going to be going for $369,000, sitting on a 5,600 square foot lot, new flooring. It's a ranch style single-story home. These are hard to come by. You guys, under the $400,000 price point, you heard me right, $369,000. That one is also uploaded, 4012 Yellow Mandarin. And the property prior to that was 1642 square feet, totally remodeled on a corner lot, 10,000 square foot corner lot, 5486 East Owens. You can view those properties right there on whatever search engine you want to look at. My website has them there as well, welcomehomewithmonique.com. The previous properties that were in the Southwest area that I spoke about, those addresses are 6799 Tangled Vines. I can assist you with viewing that property, as well as the 8925 West Flamingo, unit number 231 property. That was the 2,400 square foot home, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And the property on Tangled Vines is the 4-bedroom with a pool, 4-bath. Now, if you reach out, I can go ahead and get you in there to see the property, as well as the Henderson property. That address is 2107 Noah Tyler Court. And yes, you can schedule a viewing with me. 2,500 square feet, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage. Let's go see it. Anyways, if you didn't catch those addresses, no worries. My number is 702-984-3700. Once again, guys, we're going to just recap. If you have been thinking of selling your property for any reason, maybe you want to relocate, maybe you want to, upgrade, maybe you want to downgrade. Great time right now, you guys. Hands down, great time to list the properties. That's why my office is running a special of 5% for your listings that on average for my clients saves at least $4,000. Of course, it depends on the price of your property, but on average, since I've been doing this, has at least saved my clients $4,000. So if you know somebody that's thinking about listing, like I said before, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind you saving them thousands of dollars. All right. So my number is 702-984-3700. welcomehomewithmonique.com. You can get a home evaluation, or you can just have a chit chat with me. Once again, I'm here to answer questions, give you some advice, let you know what that process looks like when it comes to listing. And once again, you do not pay that 5% success fee until we have successfully sold your property. And if you are someone that wants to maybe get their property landscaped or maintenanced, or like me, I just had a concrete slab poured in my backyard, and the gentleman that did it, he did such an amazing job. I told him, I've got to shout you out to my KUMV listeners, because I know there's a lot of people that reach out to me asking me, do I know anybody that does like landscaping for the yards? You know, I'm a realtor. I have these connections. But this gentleman, he's with G&E Lawn, and they did an amazing job with my backyard slab. So what I did was extended my slab. So I have concrete that goes a little bit further. The price was phenomenal. For me and my situation, I paid under $2,000 for that. So I said, I've got to come on here because, you know, I've never looked into that to have concrete poured. I thought it was going to cost me so much more. But this gentleman, he's very fair when it comes to the pricing. So yeah, I paid under $2,000, and I think I got a 10 by 17 slab poured. It looks amazing. Me and my kids and my family, we put our hands in there, wrote our last name. Anyways, G&E Lawn, I've got to give them a shout out. So if you're looking for any kind of landscaping services or concrete, you can check him out. His number is 702-300-9442, 702-300-9442. Tell him you are my friend and my listener, and I referred you. Okay, guys, you guys have a blessed weekend. Until I hear from you.